Hi guys, and good afternoon, creeps. Hi guys and creeps. Guys and creeps. I just want to say something. I was at Popeye's Chicken and I tried to do a live at Popeye's Chicken. I wanted to just do a little live on, so I have to come on here and apologize. The live got cut off at Popeye's Chicken. I just wanted to show you that I was eating a chicken sandwich and some red beans and rice, but the live got cut off. So just wanted to come on here and say hello. I just want to say a special thanks to all the people that are going to LionPuss SkinCare and subscribing. I noticed that once I stopped talking about LionPuss SkinCare, then people stop subscribing. Okay, I do need you to go to LionPuss SkinCare and subscribe. And also as far as my Amazon wish list is concerned, I do need to do what I'm going to do with the Amazon wish list is that I'm going to do Ash's room first. Now that I've found out that Ash has to come home quicker, I thought I had a year to make plans, but I don't have a year. So instead of me doing my room, thank you, Charlie. Instead of me doing my room first, I have to do my daughter's room first. And so today what I want to do today, I'm not going to put nothing on LionPuss because I gave you 2 videos yesterday on LionPuss, so that counts as 2 videos instead of 1. I know that when I'm trying to get people on LionPuss, but I got to give you the content. If you're going to go subscribe, I got to give you content. But I gave you a contact lens and I gave you some about dark spots. So I gave you 2 videos instead of 1 yesterday. What I want to say real quick, it really just is about me smoking and it's making small talk. I have some more serious topics that I want to talk to you about, but I want to do it when I'm under a better headspace. Right now, I'm very uncomfortable. It's very extremely cold in this part of Florida where I'm at today. I woke up, it was about 62 degrees, still in the 60s. When for me, I can deal with high temperatures, but when it's cold, it's so difficult for me. And this house is extremely cold. It's like in the 60s. When something is in the 60s, it's cold. So that's why I got on all these clothes. I got on a double shirt, a fucking sweater. Ain't no sweat on me. I'm dry. I'm cold. Cold than a motherfucker. I wore the warmest wig I could find. This wig, as you can see, got a lot of hair and it's really thick and it's heavy. It was raining, and then I wore all these thick clothes. Charlie, where are you from? Where 60s is warm? Where are you from? In Florida, if something is below 80, it's cold, bitch. It's cold. If it's below 80 in Florida, you cold. You cold than a motherfucker if it's below 80 in Florida. Trust me on that. Most motherfuckers, and when it drop, oh, New York, oh yeah, if it's in the 60s in New York, it's warm. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me say, okay, so what I'm going to do, I got some phone calls to make. I got some important things to do on the internet. But my wish list should be updated by tomorrow. The only thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of Ash's stuff. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Shorts on in New York for Charlie. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Okay, if you're serious about donating stuff to me and Ash, if you're serious, I'm serious. Okay. So what happened with the CPS is that I don't have as much time as I thought that I had to get this house ready for Ash to come here. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on one room at a time. Okay. The most important room is Ash, where she needs to have a bed. It's mandatory that she gets a bed because that is part of the requirements that the CPS, based on the case plan, offer. Okay. So instead of giving the cats the room, I'm going to give the bedroom to Ash. They got the private bathroom. The cats will still share the bathroom with Ash when they get here, but they will have another area that's going to be theirs. So I feel like in order for me to be impressive, I'm going to give Ash that specific bedroom with the bathroom. and put ash in there instead of the cats. The cats will just have free reign wherever the fuck they want to go, all over the house. And they'll have a special area all to themselves too, with their little playground equipment. So, so let me tell you something. Okay, let's focus on ash. If you want to donate, I'll post another video tomorrow, and I'll show you the things that Ash needs for her room, and then you can directly order them for me. They will be shipped directly to this house. And then when I get them, then I'll make a video showing me all this, how Ash's room comes together. I'm also going to add some little kitchen set stuff that I need. And then so we'll work from Ash's room, kitchen, then living room, then my room last. Obviously, I'm the least important as far as this CPS case is concerned. So as long as the child's room is fixed up, then I have a good chance of winning the case. I'm going to do it with or without you, regardless. Regardless, it's going to get done with or without you. So if you choose not to donate, and I'm sure Breezy is going to come through because she always hooking me up. And I'm sure my relatives in other states, if they got extra funds, they're going to come through. But regardless, hey, Diana, regardless, everybody is going to come through. I mean, regardless, what I wanted to say, I'm going to come through. Whatever takes place, it's my responsibility. So if I post the wish list and nobody does anything for me, then I know that I will do it. I will do it. And if it takes me a few months to do it, it's going to get done. Okay, according to what I want. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because people keep asking to send me donations. And I they started saying that they wanted to do these things for me. And I'm just saying, okay, if you're serious, then I'm serious. If you're not serious, then it'll show. As far as Breezy and the girls from Texas, they do send me stuff, send me money and stuff. So I know Breezy gonna come through from Texas. I know she gonna come through. I'm not even worried about Breezy. Breezy knows. Breezy be begging to send me stuff. She be hitting me up on Instagram. She be on here, and when she says she gonna send it, and she does. She done sent me some gift cards. I think 1 or 2, and I didn't shopped off the gift card, so I know she'll come through. But anyway, let me say this. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm working on it. Hopefully, it'll be updated and published tomorrow. I do have other things that I have to work on. I got other projects that I'm working on at the moment. And also, I'm very uncomfortable and cold. So, I just feel like laying down and getting up under the blankets and cuddling up. Where it's warm, this is really painful when it's cold. I'm going to put on there that I need a space heater because I just got my electric bill today, and it was way cheaper than what I thought it was. It was a $550 deposit just to get the lights on. Do you know my electric bill is only $24.55? My water and sewage was only $9. And I was like really pleased with my electrical bill. I was so happy because I thought that my bill was going to be extremely high because I don't be running the air conditioning unit. But my electric, because I don't be running shit. I done told you I had to wait for my first electric bill to get here so I could see what I could afford. Because, a bitch like me, I don't be running the air conditioner. I be using phone. Damn, you need to move to Florida. Hold on. Charlie just interrupt me. I be using fans. Okay, I use fans. But let me tell you something. I had to learn the hard way. When you use that central AC unit, if you ever move in and you start using a central AC unit for air conditioning or heat, you're going to get hit with a bill that's $300 to $500. So when you first move in, this is for the youngins that don't know, never use no central electric until you have been there for a month and you see how much the electric bill is. Once you see what your electric bill is for the light usage, once you see that, then if you do have the AC on, After it runs for a day, call the electric company because now it's monitored by satellites. Call the electric company and ask how much usage did I use yesterday for the AC unit. If they tell you something outrageous and you didn't got your wattages for the month previous, then see if you could factor that in because you will have to calculate how much your bill is going to be. Don't never move in and just start putting stuff on, especially not no AC unit, because my AC unit is damn near, I mean, it's massively huge. The AC unit and the heating unit, you could go outside and look and see how big it is, especially if you're in a house or any type of mobile home or house. Always go out there and look. If that motherfucking thing is massively huge, your bill gonna be massively huge. So this is something for the kids under 30. If you're under 30 and you just moving into a house, never put that motherfucking thing on because you're going to get slapped with a bill that you cannot afford. Always be very, very cautious when you're dealing with heating and cooling, because heating and cooling bills can be astronomically high. So the first month that you're there, use space heaters or fans. But don't ever touch that central AC unit, or because it's gonna fuck you up. I done been fucked up twice. Once off of using heat at the trailer home when I first moved in. First bill was damn near $400. And then one time I had left. This is when I was traveling, and I had left my just my electric running while I was gone for 4 weeks. And then it was something that was on that had took a lot of power, and I was slapped with a bill, hundreds of dollars. I called them. They said, well, when you get ready to leave out of town, you got to turn off your circuit breakers, because if there's any electric going into that apartment, it was actually an apartment, a luxurious 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment on a lake. And they told me always turn off your circuit breakers if you're going to be gone for a long time, because something is on and it's going. And I had central cooling and heating, and I had my electric on, and it was like a outrageous bill for some electricity I didn't even use. So this is for the kids. Never, be careful. Be very careful, because you don't want to be charged for something you didn't use or something that you didn't want, because once you get charged, they ain't gonna take it off your bill. They ain't gonna take it off your bill. Promise you that. This will be the last cigar that I'll smoke. Just wanted to give you guys a little update. I got some very serious topics to talk about, but it will make me very angry. And I don't feel like getting angry today. I just feel like having a light conversation with you guys. If you have any questions, there's 6 people in the chat. If you want to talk and ask me a question or anything, feel free to do so at this time. A lot of times when I be talking and I'm on a serious topic that I'm passionate about, and people be asking me things in the chat and I just ignore them. Well, if you don't have nothing to talk about, then, I'm about to close the camera. I don't have shit to talk about. And honestly, I just wanted to give you an update, but I done already started smoking. So I done already started smoking. I'll smoke this last one, and then I'm going to get off the fucking thing. Okay, T Bulger. Why did he? Okay, so somebody from T Bulger, can you please tell me, T Bulger, what city and state you're from? Just out of curiosity. Okay. Okay, Diana. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Diana, if you're the live chat, okay. Oh, you're from Wexford, Ireland. Oh, okay. So T Bulger is from Wexford, Ireland, and he wants to know why I said that schizophrenia doesn't exist. It's because I know Anderson Cooper. Okay, he works for CNN, but a lot of people don't know this. Or the CNN is part of the government. It's a government operation. It's actually, T Bulger, you're a woman? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. T Bulger is from Wexford, Ireland, and she wants to know why I said schizophrenia doesn't exist. Okay, so through Anderson, Diana is from Mississippi. Okay, so Anderson told me years ago that schizophrenia does not exist, and he gave me several different ways in which he could prove that it didn't exist. Anderson Cooper also has a video of himself inside of his office playing with a schizophrenic simulator. If I had the video, I would show it to you. He's playing and pretending like he is being bombarded with schizophrenic thoughts. And he is basically making fun of schizophrenia while he's being filmed in his office. He knows about that and he laughs hilariously. And the documents and the things that he showed me, I laughed hilariously at some of the antics of the fake-ass schizophrenia, fake-ass diagnosis of that was created by the United States government in 1919. The reason why I know it was invented is because I had all kinds of information. And Anderson Cooper, why don't you type in Anderson Cooper tries the schizophrenic simulator? Let me repeat the title of his video. Anderson Cooper tries the schizophrenic simulator. Watch him laughing. He can barely contain his laughter as he's pretending to go through some thoughts, some hearing voices on a simulator machine. He's walking around New York acting like he's confused and stumbling and fumbling around, pretending that he can't think straight in his office building. I done been locked up with people that honestly, I done been locked up with fake ass schizophrenics, and they're just government trolls, and they just pretending and acting like they are hearing voices and screaming and shouting and running around and acting a goddamn fool. Stupid ass idiotic behavior. You can always tell when it's just a government operative just fucking around. They start claiming that they're talking to Superman or a superhero, or they start bumbling and jumbling about Jesus Christ, or they start reading the Bible and yelling and screaming, and this basically disrupting the fucking Baker Act facilities. They're just fake ass people. Okay, hold on, Diana. Let me finish this about... Diana wants to know how I feel about the Kardashians. 1 minute. Okay, so let me tell you something. The schizophrenic is fake. It's fake, and that's why I got so mad at Trisha Paytas for pretending that she was schizophrenic and advocating to somebody that might be going through the stupid shit. Okay, hold on. No, T. Bulger, schizophrenic is fake. If you can't understand that Anderson Cooper was playing on a joke, it was supposed to be a joke. The Anderson Cooper schizophrenic video is him laughing under his breath about the fucking schizophrenic. If he's pretending to be a schizophrenic in the streets of New York, then obviously he knows something that he's not telling you. The schizophrenic diagnosis is fake. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's real. It's a fake ass diagnosis. Please don't believe anybody. And that's why I was so mad at that Trisha Paytas for advocating for somebody to swallow pills about a fake ass schizophrenic diagnosis. Trisha Paytas don't have schizophrenia. She's lying and saying she does. Anderson Cooper don't have schizophrenic. He lying, pretending like it really exists and it don't. It's just Anderson is joking. Okay, how does a joke prove schizophrenia? Because if people are joking and laughing about it and lying and saying that they have something, T. Bulger, please understand, nobody. Okay, thank you, Angelo. He says I look beautiful in black hair. Now, T. Bulger, are you a friend or an enemy? Because T. Bulger, you came here from Ireland and you acted like you were a friend, asking normal conversation. I'm telling you it's fake and it doesn't exist. T. Bulger, have you ever been locked up with a fake ass government operative pretending like they have schizophrenia? Have you? I have time to wait. I'll wait for your response. Type it into the chat, please. I'll give you a few moments. Have you ever been locked up in a facility with some fake ass government operatives pretending like they got schizophrenia? T. Bulger, please tell me, have you ever been locked up with somebody with that? And I don't know what your facilities are called in Ireland. T. Bulger, answer the question. I asked you a question. I've been locked up with government operatives. I can tell they're government operatives. Nobody has that for real. Have you been diagnosed with schizophrenia then? Please tell me, T. Bulger. why are you so passionate about wanting to make it be real? Why do you want people to say that they have that when they don't? Why are you sitting here? You asked me a question and I answered it. And now you're arguing with me trying to tell me that it's real and that the first case was found as such and such. I did my own research. It was invented in 1919. Why don't you do your research? Were you there in the 1800s to say? How old are you, T. Bolger? What experience do you have with the schizophrenia? And why do you want me to tell people that it's real when it's not? Explain it, T. Bolger. I'm waiting in the chat. If you don't talk, I'll give you 1 minute to explain. I'm pausing for you to explain, but if you don't explain, then I'm going to answer Diana's questions about the Kardashians. So please explain. And are you asking Diana because I have on a Kim Kardashian style wig about the Kardashians? I'm not trying to look like Kim or the Kardashians. I like the black wig. Okay. T. Bolger, you said that you work with people. You're working with government operatives. Okay, I'm done. And if you're giving people medications for that dumb shit, you're just killing people. And that doesn't exist. You should know that you're working with government operatives. You're giving people medications for something that doesn't exist. Those medications kill people, and shame on you for working in the mental health facilities. You're a therapist. Most likely those people are committing insurance fraud. When people claim that they have something like that, a lot of times, okay, you give nobody medication. Okay, so I'll finish this up because you are a therapist. Okay, real quick, and I'm gonna be done. I'm ready to move on to a different. I told you is okay, T. Bolger. In my opinion, it don't exist. And if you're a therapist, it don't exist. A lot of times people get government checks when they claim that they have that bullshit, and they go around pretending to have it to a therapist so they could collect a fake ass payment from the government. So, okay, I'm ready to talk about the Kardashians. I'm getting a headache. I told you my thoughts on it. I think it don't exist. Moving on. Okay, T. Bolger, no, it don't exist. Okay, so Diana, how do I feel about the Kardashians? Okay, I think that the Kardashians at one point in time, they were the only poppin', interesting family all in Hollywood. They were very interesting and funny and fun to watch. I have a love-hate relationship with the Kardashians. I used to like to look at them until they started getting too commercial and putting ads only there. Hold on, I was only asking your thoughts. Okay, Diana, I'm not beefing with you. I'm beefing with T. Bolger. I'm answering your question about the Kardashians. Okay, as far as the Kardashians is concerned, I have a love-hate relationship with Kardashians. My favorite Kardashian is Kim. Second favorite is Khloe. The least interesting is Kourtney. The favorite Jenner is what's the girl's name? Kylie. Least favorite is what do you call what's the girl's Kendall? Kendall seems like she always dealing with something mentally that's disturbing her all the time. Bye, T. Bolger. Okay, I don't think I made an error, T. Bolger. It's my opinion. You asked me my opinion, and I told you. Okay, so bye, T. Bolger. Okay, so anyway, back to the Kardashians. Okay, I think the prettiest Kardashian is actually the one that seems like she's battling anxiety. I watched her little Vogue thing, and she said she was battling anxiety or some shit. Her name is Kendall. She's the prettiest. I think she got the prettiest face and the prettiest body. Kendall Jenner is the cutest to me. Next cutest is the one Kourtney. And they are fun and interesting. I used to always check up on their Instagrams. But then I got bored with their Instagrams because all they were doing was turning into makeup palette slinging bitches. All it was ads for lip gloss and Skims clothing and ads on top of ads. And when a motherfucker is just selling me shit and doing commercials and ads all the time, honestly, their content got too fucking boring for me to watch on their Instagrams, and I just said, peace out. Can't be bothered with the fucking Kardashians. I might check in, and I'll tell you a little fun fact. When I am in the lockup, I demand that the Kardashians be on 24/7 because it gives me a break and freedom. And I become TV head. If I'm not exercising all the times, I'm chilling with the Kardashians at the TV. Because on whatever cable channel they come on, they literally be on like from 12 o'clock till fucking 8 or 9 o'clock when it's time for bed. Just one Kardashian episode after the fucking next. So when I be on the lockup, I'll be like, put it on the motherfucking Kardashians. People be saying they don't want to watch it. They don't want to watch it. I just raise hell and say, give me the fucking Kardashians. Sometimes they'll go report me to the nurse, and the nurse will come out and say, you have to hand that remote over. We got to change it because people want to watch something else. Then I'll be mad as a motherfucker, and I'll go exercise because I'm not going to watch no motherfucking boring ass news program. But yeah, I like the Kardashians. And also, let me tell you something. When I be watching the Kardashians, it was something. Oh, hold on, the Kardashians. I'm gonna check up on their Instagram. Diana, is Kim Kardashian still divorcing Kanye West? Chris's boyfriend, Corey Gamble. He always has me laughing. Every time I see him, he be thinking that he be cool and serving it up with fierceness. He always be having that motherfucking drink in his hand, and he be acting like he the finest motherfucker on the planet. That Corey Gamble be having me laughing at the way he be sitting there with that drink in his hand. And then Kim and Courtney, and they always be on the cell phone, and they always be delicately taking their food in their mouth, and then they be checking their text message or whatever the fuck they're doing on those cell phones. The way Kim be looking with that little suit jacket on her arms. Kim be cracking me up the way she be sitting there with that little suit jacket on her arms all the time, like she be cold. Then she'll pull a cell phone and be clicking around. Oh gosh. Hey Breezy. I just be watching the Kardashians. They be making me laugh. So yeah, I just realized this is a very Kardashian-esque. I think Chris's boyfriend is just there for publicity and just for views. I don't watch The Circle, Breezy, by the way. I don't watch The Circle. I've never even heard of that before. I never heard of it before. I never heard of it. But Corey Gamble is basically extremely funny to look at. He just thinks that he's so goddamn good looking and fine and sexy. You can tell that he just sits there and he'd be so happy that he's clicked up with the Kardashians. He'd be so happy and pleased with himself. Breezy, I like the Housewives of Atlanta. Nene Leakes, and that's the only one I ever give a fuck about is Nene. Nene Leakes be having me laughing. I used to check on her Instagram daily, by the way. Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't give a fuck about New Jersey or California. Real Housewives of Atlanta, when they be having that gay man, I forget his name, and he be acting like he's serving it up with major fierceness. When he be doing the style outs. Nene Leakes. Oh my gosh. It feels good to laugh, guys. I've been so angry. Look, I got some little lighthearted topics. I was gonna play with my juicer today. I might do a little juicer video this evening if I got some fruit. I'm all out of fruit and I don't have nothing to juice. There ain't no grocery stores or markets or anything around here. I need to go to a produce market and just stack up on grapefruits. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to smoke my cigars and chill with you guys. I want to get to work on my website and update my. Oh, one last question. Did I like the Braxton family? I used to be a huge Tony Braxton fan. I used to love Tony Braxton. I still love Tony Braxton. All her music, I love Tony Braxton. Okay. I can't even remember the songs that I loved of Tony Braxton. Tamar Braxton, I never really liked her music, but I think she's so beautiful. Okay, can you probably can change their economic airline ticket from Armani Jones? Okay, let me tell you something. I really don't know. I haven't been in the airline industry since 2010. I'm a retired Delta Airlines ergonomics inspector, and honestly, if I haven't been in the industry, I'll sit and smoke and answer your airline question real quick. Okay. I'm gonna look around for some fruit and maybe do a juicer video. I want to wash my juicer and maybe come back on here and do a live with the juicer machine. If I could find some fruit in my refrigerator, I'll try to do a juicer video. Okay. Thank you, Armani. Yeah, let me talk to you about Delta Airlines real quick. Okay, as far as Delta is concerned, I don't feel like I'm qualified to give you advice on that because, first of all, I haven't been in the airline industry since 2010. I'm a retired Delta Airlines ergonomics inspector. You know, I'm a corporate Delta. I'll be a Delta till the goddamn day I die. But honestly, I haven't been in the airline industry to give you educated information on how to exchange your tickets from coach to first class. I used to fly first class all the time. Thank you for wishing me a lot of positivity today. I used to fly first class all the time, but I was what they call non-rev, which means non-revenue to the airlines. It was just a perk of being with the airlines. So as far as business, from the best of my knowledge, the only way you could do it. Yes, thank you, Charlie. I did used to work for Delta. Everybody knows on here I used to work for Delta. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was working for Delta. Everybody knows that. I used to work for Delta Airlines. I'm very proud of working for Delta Airlines. Okay, so what happened was, back in the old days when I did work for Delta, back in the old days when I used to work for Delta, I'm ignoring Jade, you could use miles. Now, this might have changed, but you could use miles and you could do what they call the upgrade. So you could exchange your frequent flyer miles for upgrades. Now, you could call the airlines and see if they still do that. Do you have any frequent flyer miles? Do you have frequent flyer miles? Maybe you could look on your paperwork. The bitch mother that I had, she had a bunch of miles with Spirit Airlines, and she didn't have enough for a free ticket. So they did have some other little things that she did use for her miles. She didn't want the miles, so she gave them to me, and I actually got magazine subscriptions. I got Vogue and Mademoiselle. I was actually pretty happy with that mileage program from Spirit Airlines. She couldn't use the miles for first class, but she had enough to get magazines with it. And I was always trying to tell her, hey, you want to read your magazine? She would say, no, I don't want that bullshit. I gave them to you. I don't give a fuck about it. She was always mad about it. Who is Kevin Samuels, Charlie? I don't know who Kevin Samuels is. I'll have to Google him. He talks to black women in a bad way or something? Armani Jones, I don't know why. Okay, here we go again. Jade is just after Wyatt and Anderson. The reason why, Armani, I think that it's personal, it's a personal anger issue between me and Jade, is because I'm thinking that Mary Higgins, me and my mother don't get along. Everybody knows that on here. We don't get along at all. My mother is a bitch to me. I don't even talk. I don't have a good relationship with her. She's not my mother anymore. I disowned her ass when I left the trailer park. So Charlie, send me some links in the chat if you can. I would like to see what this man is saying. Send me some links in the chat. I'll keep the chat open. If you can find the links, I'll give you about a minute. Somebody asked me another question. Oh, Armani Jones, let me tell you what I think is wrong with Jade. Seems like Jade is personally mad at me about something. Seems like she's mad about Anderson and Wyatt. And I'm starting to think that Jade, she says she's from New York. I'm thinking that she's somewhere in Anderson and Wyatt's neighborhood. I'm thinking that she spotted them out one day when they're out for a walk or something. And for some reason, she's mad that she don't have a relationship with Anderson and Wyatt. Seems like she don't give a fuck about Ashlyn. She never really talks to them. Oh my gosh, you live in the firehouse. Jade, I'm going to catch you one day. Listen, everybody go look at Jade's comment in the comment box. She's claiming that she lives in the firehouse with Anderson and Wyatt. Now, if you don't know, if that doesn't tell you what Jade is all about, then I don't know what will. If Jade is saying that she lives in the firehouse, how do you know that Anderson lives in the firehouse? That means that she lives somewhere near Anderson and Wyatt, and most likely she done seen them and spotted them out, and she's taking it personal. If you live in New York, everybody knows that Anderson don't like to drive. And maybe he got a little piece of shit car somewhere that I don't know about. But every time I see him on the photos, they be walking. He be having Wyatt in the thing and he be walking. And Jade probably knows where they live. And she probably then spotted them out a couple of times. And now she thinks it's personal. If she's saying that she lives with Anderson and Wyatt, and she's saying that Anderson is her best friend now, so obviously Jade is taking something extremely personal. Jade, I peeked you out, haven't I? You telling on yourself badly in this goddamn chat. You telling on yourself, bitch. Jade wants my man, and she wants Wyatt. Jade, you will never get Anderson, and you goddamn know it. You too fucking ugly and stupid, probably, and that's why you not showing your goddamn punk ass face. You look at everybody. Go look at Jade. Everybody, please go look in the comment. I hope the chat, if the chat is not open because sometimes the chat takes a while to process. You need to look at the crazy shit that Jade is going and babbling on about in the chat. She claims that her and baby Wyatt living good in New York. Bitch, you wish Jade is a fucking comedian. Jade, you are telling on yourself so badly. She says her and baby Wyatt are living good in New York. Bitch, if you think that you clowning me or hurting me with your stupid ass comedy act in the chat, Jade, you are nothing but a dumbass troll. That fantasy world that you want so bad will never happen for your broke punk ass. Anderson don't want me. Oh shit, I'm gonna change the title to this motherfucker to say smoking cigars, enjoying the company of a goddamn troll ass Jade. Oh my gosh, Breezy says the funniest goes to Jade. Jade got me cracking up. Jade, you are telling on your stupid self so fucking badly. You are telling everybody that you really after Anderson and Wyatt. You lying saying that you live with Anderson and Wyatt at the firehouse. Nah, I done heard it all. If you saying shit like that, now we know. Now we know it's personal. We know. Everybody knows now that Jade Jade, I'm not taking no motherfucking paternity test on no motherfucking Maury and I would never appear on no Jerry Springer or no place. In the lockup, I used to watch Jerry Springer's wilding out ass. I couldn't believe Jerry Springer's still on that because he was popping in the 90s. And this Jerry Springer with some trailer park action, wigs flying, and Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. What the fuck? I thought that died out in the. I thought that. Now I'm wondering if Anderson is sending Jade to this motherfucking chat because you just said something that Anderson. See, something is now I'm getting kind of annoyed. I'm wondering is Anderson sending you to the chats to stalk and harass about some dumb shit like that? I'm wondering if Anderson is sending Jade. Everybody is trying to figure out who the fuck this Jade is. What in the fuck? Now I'm wondering. Now I'm wondering, is Anderson sending you? Or somebody from CNN is sending you? Somebody is clowning now, and now it's getting irritating. Okay, now it's getting irritating. Now, so I think somebody is sending Jade to do this dumb shit. Now I'm about to get off the chat. I'm not gonna sit here with somebody like that. I'm just not. I'm about to go because I think Anderson might be sending the motherfucking Jade to stalk and harass this channel. I'm about to check in on Anderson real quick. I got some things to try to catch his ass. I got ways to try to catch his ass. Okay. Charlie, let me tell you something about Anderson. Okay, I'll stay in here now. Now you done asked me something. When you're trying to figure things out, it's better with more heads involved. See, I caught Anderson trolling me before. I done caught his ass before. He was one of the worst fucking trolls, of the magnitude of the worst fucking trolls. I knew that he was just trolling just to have fun. Okay, you're welcome, Armani. So Jade just got her message retracted for saying the wrong shit. Okay, so let me say this. Okay, what happened was I caught Anderson trolling. He confessed that it was him that was trolling around 2009, 2010. He was trolling so fucking hard. He was one of my worst trolls. He was my worst nightmare of fucking trolls that knew too many personal things and information. The motherfucker was trolling so goddamn hard. It took me years to figure out who in the fuck was that motherfucker from 2009 and 2010. Damn, that was a weird motherfucker. How did he know so much about me? Found out that it was Anderson Cooper that was trolling so fucking hard. Just laughing, and when I found out who he was, I cussed him out. Said he was too goddamn old to be trolling that motherfucking hard. How in the fuck are you that old and trolling? God damn, don't you got something else to do? And then this Jade is popping up, and it's some other motherfucker, and when they get on, it's on some Anderson Cooper Wyatt shit. Every time it's the Jade or this other motherfucker, and all they want to do is talk about Anderson Cooper and Wyatt. Then I start wondering if it is his ass that's just sending a bitch to me just to talk about him and Wyatt all fucking day. If it is Anderson Cooper sending Jade to fuck with me, you too goddamn old for this goddamn trolling nonsense. Obviously, when somebody is trolling hard, somebody is taking it personal. It's personal when somebody is trolling that fucking hard. When somebody, every time they see you open up the live in the chat, then they start raging and wondering and questioning me about Wyatt and Anderson all day. Who in the fuck is so vested in this? Only somebody that got some personal vendettas with those names, Anderson Cooper and Wyatt. All fucking day is just bothering me and badgering me, stalking me and harassing me about Anderson Cooper and Wyatt. Bitch Jade, if you're in New York, why the fuck you bothering me? My name is Florida Power 8. I'm 2,000 miles from Anderson and Wyatt. Everybody just wondering who the fuck is this Jade? Even Mary Higgs, Armani, Breezy, everybody trying to figure out who the fuck this Jade is. People even thought People even thought that that the bitch Jade was my bitch mother, but I found out she was another troll. It was this trolling ass bitch years ago that I caught. I found out it was her, but it took me years. This bitch had one day had contacted me in the comments section. One day, this bitch, the bitch mother, she was using all different screen names. Okay. So one day, it was this weird comment that came through, and it bothered me for years trying to figure out who this motherfucker was. Okay, so the motherfucker had came onto the comment section one day. And remember when I was doing those little workout videos where I was going to Planet Fitness? This is when I was in Detroit briefly. And this is after Delta. And this motherfucker had came in and said, because I had went to Family Dollar and Foreman Meals and HP. And I used to buy those little lingerie suits. And I used to wear them at Planet Fitness in the little changing room. Well, somebody had contacted me and said, you buy that cheap ass you're buying those cheap ass how did it go? Said you buying all that cheap lingerie and panty and bra sets from Family Dollar. Bitch, you take showers in the basement in a raggedy ass house. And bitch, you go to Planet Fitness just to wash your stinking ass. And you ain't shit but an ugly ass bitch. And some other personal details. And I was like, who in the fuck would know how the house is made? And who in the fuck knew where I had shopped to go get those outfits? I didn't know who the fuck this person was. But it was such a strange comment. And I kept wondering as I sat there and read it, I'm like, who in the fuck knows all these personal details? So the motherfucker knows where I was shopping. The motherfucker knew the layout of the house. The motherfucker knew exactly goddamn, the motherfucker knew about Planet Fitness. The motherfucker knew too much, and I didn't think that it was her. I just didn't know who it was. Because honestly, looking back on it, and I'm not crying, but looking back on it, you never think, just looking back on it, you never think that it's somebody that close to you. It never crossed my mind that it was somebody inside the house that was doing this. I didn't think that it was a family member that had left such a horrible comment. And I kept trying to figure out who in the fuck is this weirdo that knows this shit about me. And then some things had popped off, and then I found out it was my bitch mother that was trolling me. And that's who knew. When I was in Mexico, I had also got another strange comment. And this was from another screen name with no face or nothing. So what happened was, this motherfucker had said something like, you need to get back to Detroit because your Delta airline tickets, I had got bumped off of a flight, and I had some Delta money where I had $600 in Delta money. I had put the money inside of a drawer inside of the attic in Detroit at a house that I was staying at with my bitch mother, but I was living in Mexico. The Delta money was inside of a drawer. Okay. So somebody had contacted me on a comment and said, you need to get back to Detroit because you got some Delta money in the drawer, and it's about to expire soon. Because the Delta money did have an expiration date on it. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out who the fuck that was that was contacting me. I was like, I had sent a comment back like, are you from Delta? How would you know these things? And then because who in the fuck is that? How would they know that? And at that time, I wasn't speaking to her. We were on bad terms during that time too. And then when I finally moved away and I started thinking about those two weird ass comments, I connected the dots and I said that was nothing but that bitch B, my bitch ass mother, just fucking around and trolling me. A lot of people are suspecting that Jade is her, and they keep telling me that's the bitch mother. That's not Jade. The reason why I know it's not the bitch mother, because the bitch mother is fixated on Ash. Her main concern is Ash all the time. And she doesn't give a fuck about Wyatt. She really doesn't. Her main concern is Ash all fucking day. She don't give a fuck about Wyatt. She don't care. Whoever this Jade is, because honestly, if it was the bitch mother, then she would be talking about Ash. Whoever this Jade is, she's talking about Wyatt. So that means that that's not the same person. That's not the same person. So people are thinking that it's her, but it's not. It's impossible, because that person is on the bitch mother is on Ashlyn's. She would be talking about Ash. She would be trolling me about personal stuff about Ash. The bitch Jade is in New York, and she's trolling me hard about Anderson and Wyatt. So that means that those are two different people. The bitch mother is the one that was trolling me about the Planet Fitness and shit like that in Detroit. And the bitch mother was the one trolling me about the Delta tickets. Breezy don't give a fuck about my bitch mother. I didn't say goodbye to that bitch. Think about it like this, Breezy. I'm serious. When I disown the bitch mother, where is the bitch mother? In Polk County, right? The bitch mother is in Polk County somewhere. Where the fuck am I? 200 miles from that bitch mother of mine. So that means that I don't give a fuck about her. I'm gone. She begged me to be a part of her life. I said no. I cussed her out several times. She was begging and pleading with me to stay with me and be with me and love me. I said, no, bitch, I will never live with you again. Fuck you, and several other things. The bitch mother is not my mother anymore. I just call her that just for the purposes of identity purposes. But as far as feeling like that, I don't have a mother or a fucking father. I have nobody but Ash. Other than that, I'm on my goddamn own. I'm where I'm at, and she's where the fuck she's at. I have some siblings. I got a brother. He's also in Florida, and he got a nice 4-bedroom, 2-bath home on an acre of land. He's a trucker. He's doing good with his life, and I don't trouble him. Thank you, Breezy. I love you. I could tell that you love me, Breezy. Breezy always be sending me love and support from Texas. Now, whoever this Vernon Rapp is, he's trying to pretend to be the bitch mother. Now it's going to be a stalker and harasser that just wants to talk about Ash. So I'll think that it's my bitch mother trolling me. I'm not going to fall for that dumb shit. I'm not falling for that one. The bitch mother is where she's at. And the bitch mother ain't a part of my life. Why the fuck do you think, and this is not to disrespect anybody in the chat. Thank you, Jessica. You know, let me say this. You know, this is for the children, the people under 30. When you got a bitch mother or a bitch father that all they want to do is fuck you over and fuck you up, it's time to say goodbye. Don't be around nobody that's just fucking you up and fucking you over all the time. And I know it's scary to say goodbye, but sometimes you gotta do it. It's scary to let go and just say goodbye, but if you try and work things out for years and it just ain't gonna work, you don't have a choice but to say goodbye. It was a very hard decision to make. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that it was easy. It was hard and difficult. But it's something that happened to me. I done already told the story, and I ran and fled for my life. November 28th is the last day that we lived together, 2020. I ran away from her. I ran away from that bitch, and I have not looked back. I'm glad that I left that fucking trailer park where she was at. I'm glad I left the fucking trailer park and went on about my goddamn life. And this is for the kids that might be listening, under 30. You know, if even if you got to go through homelessness just to stack some cash, because that's what I did. I found a cheap rundown hotel for $650 a month. With tax, it was $730 per month, or $750. I can't remember. And I was just stacking cash until I could find me a place to live. And that's what I did. I left and I stacked cash. And sometimes you got to be homeless so you can stack some cash. Because if you Oh my gosh, guys. 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 Oh my. Okay, my electricity just went out. Gosh, guys. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, my electricity just went out. I have to end the chat, guys. The electricity just went out, and I have to end the chat. The camera's all fucked up, the lights are fucked up, everything just exploded, something went boom, and then some lights flashed and flickered, and then everything just went out. But like I was saying, stack your cash and get the fuck up toxic people. Hey Frank Henderson, I love you. I gotta go. The chat is fucked up, and everything is fucked up now. So anyway, live fearfully, love viciously, and remember, atheism is unstoppable. Bye guys, I'll see you later tonight. I gotta wait for the electricity to come back on. Bye guys. And everything is fucked up.